Fill up your cup, bruh. The thirst is real.
Koolaid and Carrillo.
Looking in the mirror, looking back at me. Feeling like Jehovah looking after way. Same guy. Back in three. Look just like my daddy, I'm a master pay. Look just like my daddy, I'm a master pay. Same guy. Back in three. Look just like my daddy, I'm a master pay.
So how you been feeling, man? This is Koolaid. That was Carrillo. This is Koolaid, man. Listen, first we gonna say shoes, bro. We love the album over here, definitely.
All of them.
Yeah. I mean, you was teasing us with the drops. You know what I'm saying? All last week you would drop one, and then you would drop another one, and bruh, then we would get. Personally myself, I would listen to it so long, I would get bored. I'd be like, man, I'm ready for the next one. I had to start going back and listening to older stuff, but it was still hot though. It was definitely still hot, man.
Praise God, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Well, shoes. Let's start off the interview and ask you, how has the reception been?
So far the first 24 hours has been pretty good. Like I haven't really, interestingly, I ain't had a whole lot of time to savor it because, once you get outside of the booth and you get home, I'm still daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm daddy. It's time I gotta go. Brown some turkey meat to make some hamburger helper, man. I don't even be knowing. Like, I have no idea what is anything. Yeah. So that's what it ends up being, man.
All right, well, shoes, let me ask you this.
It's been cool.
You say hamburger helper meat. How long y'all been married?
Man, we going into year 3, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You still in the hamburger helper stage.
Yeah, it's about that time, man. I get it.
I got you. That's what happened to us. I mean, I'm married 15 years, but the first year to 3 years, that's probably what it was. Hamburger helper all day, bro. But after a while, you be like, I'm sick of hamburger helper. I probably ain't ate hamburger helper in 10 to 12 years.
I'm faithful with it over here, homie.
Yeah, it's a quick go-to. It's the go-to.
It's easy. It's easy to make, man. You can kind of spruce it up if you want to.
Yep.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
I get it.
No doubt. So, well, shoes, it's kind of hard to ask since the album just dropped, but what song would you say has been getting like the most love? What song has folks been liking the most so far?
Oh, interestingly, man, like, I guess All Man got a lot of traction, and then most recently, like Children of the Cloth got a lot of traction because Bizzle ended up like sharing that with all his people, and that kind of threw things in the overdrive. And then a bunch of people like Rapzilla added a couple of the records to their Apple Music playlist, and then Chris Chicago did that with him last week. So, those probably are the two that have been getting like the most support. Actually, Blessings too. Blessings was on,
dope. Yep.
Was on Hot 97. DJ Tony Tone played that on Hot 97. So that was cool, man. All three.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good look. Man. Shoes. I ain't gonna even lie. Personally, I like that All Man. I like that All Man from day one. I got the kids on All Man.
Yeah.
And,
mine too.
Right. At first, everybody was like, "What is he saying?" They were saying what I said. They said he's saying, I can't remember what they thought you were saying. Yeah. I'm the man. I'm the man.
Oh no.
No. Right. Well, we had to tell him. He's saying, "Oh man."
But yeah, I was saying, "Oh man," but it's a play on words though. Quiet is kept. I would probably put it on Genius. But All Man, like each verse represents something different. Like the first verse is like All Man, like explaining the situation and how Kenny got Sam. and then
Wait, how Kenny got what?
looking at Kenny got sand. Like the first verse is like all I'm really hearing about is Kenny got sand.
Right.
Yeah. So the second verse is like, oh man, like basically saying like it's a play on all man. The word all and man. And that's saying, you know, talking about like the wickedness that comes from, you know, trying to get back with the other, and explaining how the whole situation popped off. And then like the third verse is like synopsis, so it's like all men, like amen. Like so I'm actually
look
like
at you, boy.
yeah, it's like in layers.
you.
Yeah, it's in layers. Yeah.
But see, now I'm finna have to go back and re-listen now.
Remix it like 3 more times. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. That makes me definitely want to really. I might have to tone on my turntables, slow it down so I could really let it all soak in.
And
now,
you definitely gonna have to put it on that Genius. You definitely have to put on Genius, because I'll be trying to figure out. So whenever I heard that specific song, and I'm glad you broke it down a little bit, because I was really trying to understand what you were saying. I was like, Kenny got sands because Kenny got bands, and then Kenny got bands because Kenny got yams, and I'm like, Kenny got yams.
Happened?
Yeah, tell it.
I'll break that down the simplest way I can. Like, what I try to do is tell a story, right?
Right.
Like, it's a story. And what I said is, oh man, all I'm really hearing about is Kenny got Sam. Kenny got Sam because Kenny got Jam, and Kenny got Jam because Kenny got bands. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, Kenny got bands because Kenny got yams. Kenny got yams so that Kenny got Sam. Only Kenny got Sam so that Kenny got Jam. So I'm basically saying, like, Kenny's been after Kimmy. You know, he thought he could get after her because of the money, but Kimmy was just there to set him up so he could get robbed.
Oh.
And then I say, then I break it down and say, bling bling. Every time he come around
the city, bling bling, right?
Yeah, like talking about Kenny ching ching, why the city ring ring. Oh man, like his money is why people are after him. That's why he got ran up on.
Right. See, I got
said,
that.
You know, yeah, Kenny ching ching wanted Kimmy ting ting, like he wanted Kimmy. Not the only thing, Kenny get a ring, which is another word for a gunshot. So,
I was trying to get a ring. I thought Kenny was dead, and so they got the ring. Hey, we need to come get Kenny. Kenny, you know, we got 187.
So his money is the reason why people wanted to run up on him. And the second verse is, you know, talking about how Sam tried to set Kenny up. Like, basically, that's why you get the gunshots. And he's like, treat Kenny like Nick, give me all that. Like this is Sam talking in the second verse.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know, he's like, catch Kenny on the late night, like with the Smith when he ball, let it take flight, cold bar, okay. Yeah, and then he's saying, then he says,
what's the ball head with the TNT? What's that mean?
Oh, because the line is catch Kenny on the late night with the Smith when he ball, let it take flight. Basically, Kenny Smith is one of the analysts on TNT, and Kenny Smith's nickname was the Jet. So that's why I said with the Smith, when he ball, let it take flight. That was when I said that was a cold bar, low key, because you get a bald head for the TNT. Like basically saying, like Kenny Smith got a bald head. Like, so I said that was a cold bar because you get a bald head, which is another word for a bullet as well. So, like, it was a whole double entendre.
Boy, this man,
yeah, and then that's why he was saying, you know, shout Kimmy for the alley-oop because point guards pass the basketball. But Kimmy is also, you know, in the car with Kenny. You know, she was the setup so that Sam, when he rolled by, he could run up on. That's why you heard the gunshots. Like,
in the middle,
so it's like, Lord forgive him for the brass decisions. You know, like that's why, you know, the record's kind of going backwards. Like it's talking about how Kenny got Sam in the first verse, why Kenny got Sam in the second verse, and then explaining how all three of them, even in their wickedness, can be reconciled to God. So,
okay, wait. See, so now here's the crazy part, my guy. This is Koolaid, but I thought Sam was a reference to groceries. So I thought when you said Kenny got yams, so because of Kenny got Sam, I just thought you were meaning like Kenny is getting these yams, he doing these things so he could get some groceries.
Right. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah. I mean, you could use that too. I mean, you could put that on a kid's song. You know what I'm saying? You could explain it that way.
Yeah, I mean shoes.
Better from
I'm trying to get the metal. This thing deep. What?
Bars, man.
On
bars heavy.
Golly.
Man. That is definitely what's up.
Yeah,
man.
so you got to definitely put that on Genius, sir. You got to put that on Genius.
Yeah.
So the question is, man, this album is it reminds me of, and so you said you've been saved how many years now?
Oh man, it's been a while now. It's been a good while now. I got saved back in high school. I was like 14.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, so then the question really though, what I was really going to say is, you've been listening to Christian rap how long?
Oh, not long at all. Probably like the last 2 to 3 years.
Oh, okay, because I was going to equate it to listening to Corey Red and Precise. You remember them?
A little bit.
Do you ever get any flack from because of the content? I mean, because you say some like pretty raw stuff in it.
Yeah, you go all the way in, and I ain't gonna front. I enjoy it. I feel like, well, let me ask you this: do you think that your music? This is Carrillo, obviously. Do you think that your music is a youth group type of music? Because it's definitely bars on top of bars, and it's pretty raw.
I can see. I mean, I can see that it can be. I mean, the last project I did was a lot more, happy, which is, Hope is Dope,
right?
Which was a lot more upbeat. But that was kind of the energy I was on since my daughter had just been born.
Right.
This project was a little more personal, so
right.
I kind of just, used it as an opportunity to speak on some things that I had been, itching to speak on. So, this one is. I mean, it's definitely some think pieces for youth. I don't necessarily know if this project per se is very youth group-ish, but I know that youth groups will probably pick up on a couple records.
Right.
Okay.
Good.
Cool. Yeah, I'm with Carrillo. I definitely dig it. And I'm definitely. I mean, I'm as far as my parenting. I think kids are exposed to a lot more than I think parents are aware of sometimes, and so I'm definitely the kind of parent that be like, listen, I'd rather you hear it at a younger age and feel good enough to talk to me about it than you to be hearing about it and talking about it with your peers, and then you play, good, or like you don't ever have anything to do with it, or you don't hear about it around me when I already know that you do. So I definitely say, and I say all of that because your topics are definitely adult topics. I mean, some of your lyrics, I was like, dang, did he just say that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so, but there's which kind of leads us to our next question, and that is, we've heard people say as of lately, because of, and I mean, we're just going to be open and blunt with it, because of the success of Christian artists, such as like Lecrae and others, maybe, that it has caused people to come from the secular realm to do Christian. Have you heard that? Have you ever heard that?
I've heard it a little bit. I've heard it kind of in the inverse, like due to the success of Lecrae, you got a lot of guys coming from the Christian side over to the secular side, to really pop. The funny thing is, I'm kind of like the inverse. Like I left the secular side to come this way. Just because I couldn't, because I just got to the point I couldn't serve two masters, man. Like, I was working in youth ministry, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't giving them conflicting messages. And so for me personally, I've been where they trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been on, the Sway in the mornings, and I've been on the Sources and the Double XLs, and I've been on, those sites that they're trying to get traffic at now.
Okay.
Like I could have had, the record deals that, some of them dudes have had, or have had opportunities to have, and it just, it got played out for me. Like,
right.
And so for me, I felt like there was a reason why I went there. All things work together for the good of those who love him and called according to his purpose. So Like I was like, I went through those things and experienced those things to be able to give them to people in a way that's fruitful and solution based. So that's why I decided to come over to CHH with some of that same rawness that I was giving to the secular side anyway.
It's definitely needed.
I listened to a little bit of the Sorry for the Delay joint.
Yeah.
Because you had us waiting, son. Only because you had us waiting, B.
Because we had to look it up. I wanted more. So, but yeah, you could tell that the bars was there as well. And I could, I'm pretty certain, people was knocking at your door like, yo, what's up? As far as record labels,
they
and,
were.
trying to get you on that label. But now that you came over to CHH, I mean, the bars are definitely there, and you praising the Lord. So, and I can hear the Lord in Sorry for the Delay. So, praise God, man. All glory to Him on that, man.
Yeah.
On that. So real quick, one of my bangers on the album is the Grind, Eat, Sleep, Wake Up. That's my joint. That's my joint right there. You know what I mean? On the there's been, as far as grinding for money, from a money perspective, getting this money. I'm assuming that that's not what the track is about per se. But as a Christian, I know that we do definitely have to grind. We got to get up. We got bills. Just because we become Christians, we got bills. We still got to make things happen in general. Not even about money itself, but where was your heart on that song itself when making that particular single?
Yeah, the record grind, I'm using it synonymous with work.
Okay.
Just putting in work, man, pounding the pavement and going after whatever it is that you got to. That's why, it got set off with the alarm clock.
Right.
The track before. So every morning I needed something that got me going, in order to go to, sometimes going to a job, not being in the best space, but then even getting into the social media wave in the second verse where I was, kind of explaining, the fallacy and, depending upon, social media for your value and stuff like that. And, it was my way of making it clear that, you got to get out and work, man. You work, you eat, you sleep, and then you wake up all over again and you go back at it.
That's right.
It's just a part of the process, whether you're a believer or whether you're somebody that's out here in the world doing it. You got to get up and go get it, man.
Right.
And that's really what the record was about, like as simple as context.
Okay.
Okay, cool. This is Koolaid again. I want to go back to coming from secular to Christian. So, would you call yourself a Christian rapper? I mean, because that there's that. I'm sure you didn't get into Christian rap for long till you heard the talk that some people are leaving the name Christian rapper and
it's funny. Like I didn't even know. It's wild funny. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh,
like
come on!
I didn't know it was a thing. Like I thought. Like I didn't realize the politics and the sub comments going on in Christian hip hop until I got over here.
Yep.
Right.
The names that I knew on the Christian hip hop side, I knew three. I knew Bizzle, I knew Lecrae, and I knew Andy Mineo recently because I saw him. But I saw him, those dudes, and understood them because of their visibility on the secular side.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw Bizzle interview with Vlad TV.
Yep.
Like I saw Lecrae.
Wait, Bizzle was on Vlad? I didn't see Bizzle on Vlad.
When he did the Same Love rebuttal, what Vlad TV put him on his joint, and then Lecrae, I knew him because he was bubbling on. I saw him on Sway in the Morning, and I knew who Andy was because Andy was on Rap Fix. I didn't know anybody else on Christian hip hop at all. I didn't know it was a thing really. I just knew that if I was gonna do rap music, period, I would much rather exalt Christ in it.
Right.
And so when I got over, I didn't necessarily label myself a Christian rapper at all. But at the same time, I'm a little atypical in the sense that, if that's what you want to use to describe what it is that I do, I'm okay with that. Okay. Like, I'm not distancing myself from it, because by virtue, I'm not gonna get into the semantics of it all. Like, I'm a Christian,
right,
and I rap.
Right, you'll definitely get caught up.
To call me a Christian rapper is actually fact. Like, it's not something that's false. So right. But at the same time, I'm a dude that, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Yeah. I'm a lot of things. I wear a lot of hats. So, I'm okay with whatever title comes, as long as it's not a child of God. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
On the album, you got a song called Never. Can you just? I'm sorry. Yeah, Nevermind. Can you describe? Can you describe that one for me?
Yeah, Nevermind was actually a record that I wrote when myself and my wife were actually having some friction early on. Like, and I kind of wanted to have a synopsis of what was going on, in my mind. And it really was just the first verse that was written.
Right.
And then as I started, absorbing what was going on in the media, I had a rebuttal for that. And, then I saw people asking all the questions about, coming from Sorry for the Delay and the secular rap over here to Christ. And hearing people ask all the questions like, why did you make that change and that transformation? So I felt the way to address it would be to be honest. And I kind of spoke about my marriage and honesty a while back with a record I did called Real 3. But with my wife on this one, I was kind of talking to her on the first verse. Right. And I think every husband, who goes through certain stages in their marriage, especially like the becoming one phase, right? The phase where, y'all were two different people, then you got married, and then you had to figure each other out. Right. Right. And there was conflict. One of my favorite quotes is, the distance between expectation and reality is conflict.
Hey, I like that.
So all of those conflicts that started were because of expectations that weren't met based upon reality. And I was willing to talk about it. And it actually happened right after my daughter was born, because I said it before, but my wife, when our daughter was born, she had postpartum depression. Uh-huh. So, that was something that she struggled with for some time. And, I was trying to find a way to say it tactfully and respectfully. And, from a perspective of a guy who's trying to figure this life thing out and this marriage thing out and this fatherhood thing out in a way, who's trying to figure it all out, man. And so that's what it all became. And Nevermind was just my chance to speak on those things.
Cool.
I like it when an artist can be transparent in those matters, especially when it comes to marriage, man. I definitely respect any track out there that can be transparent. With marriage, I'm married. We definitely go through our end, and I think every couple definitely does. It's not a Christian thing. I think it's just a marriage thing in general. Yeah. The intro to that track is hilarious, but it says so many. It speaks volumes. And the track itself, man, is definitely hard, man. The beat go hard. First verse definitely touched me.
Touched me too. It got me too. It got me just like that Bizzle one did. It was that and Bizzle. And when an artist can honestly say, yo, it's conflict out here. I'm not trying to act like everything is perfect in this marriage. You know what I'm saying? In our relationship. But I am saying, I'm here to say that we dedicated to trying to work this thing out, right? No matter what, and because this is rap, and to me, hip hop advocates, the mainstream hip hop advocates for
just get rid of
fleeting pleasures. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I just want you for this, that, and the third. Then after that, hey, if that's not what I'm getting, we can move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna move on to something else. But then to hear somebody in rap come through and say, hey, we got problems. I'm not finna say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna say it's all peachy keen. We got issues, but we gonna work that out, man. And I think that because hip hop is young, all we get is a youthful sound, and what we need is an older sound, and that's why I'm looking to cats who were younger grow up in hip hop and continue to do it and continue to say, hey, I was young and this was important to me, but now I'm older. Shoes. I'm thinking about, where my kids finna go to college. I'm thinking about how me and my wife gonna look after them jokers leave. Are we gonna be together? What's gonna happen?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I need somebody to rap on that because I still like to listen to hip hop.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you saying those things. The other thing I was going, bruh, Carrillo said it earlier. You got bars, man. You definitely got bars. Has anybody ever asked you to ghostwrite for them?
No, man. Like, the funny thing is, like, nobody, funny story, like, I was a singer before I was a rapper.
No way. No way.
Yeah,
Sing something right now. Sing something right now.
Yeah. No, we good. Like, I don't do as much anymore. But, yeah, I was a singer before I was a rapper, man. And so I used to, write songs for people. Before. So writing verses, I probably wouldn't even be open to it. Like now writing songs, writing hooks, things like that. Yeah, I'm cool with it. But writing verses for people, nobody ever approached me, but I don't think I would accept it either way.
Your bars.
Just because.
Go ahead, bro.
No. Yeah, I don't think I would ever do it.
I think your verses are so different that people will know. They'll be like, yo, that sound like Sanders right there.
If they get you to write, if they get you to write for them, the dumbest move would be to ask you to be on it too. So I'll be like, yo, write for me, son, but yo, you can't be on it, B, because they not fixing to pick up. You wrote that. So okay. Have you started doing features?
Yeah. I've got a couple features. I got a joint with Jermaine Martell that came out actually with Jermaine Martell and Mouthpiece and D Black called What Up. He put it out on his album probably like 2 months ago. I got a couple joints with Dayton from GOM.
On something upcoming or something you got coming?
Yeah, both.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a joint. I got a joint with Eshawn Burgundy and with Jeremiah Blyden coming, and
I heard y'all was doing the album release soon too.
Yeah, the album release party, February 11th. Man, right. It should be really dope.
Good.
Y'all doing it right here in Atlanta? That's dope, man. That's super dope, bro. That's real dope, kid.
yeah, man. We doing it's right here in my hometown. I wanted to do something for the community because where I'm at, we don't really get these things, man. So I wanted to bring out some people and invite the local community to come and break bread and really get a chance to see what Christian rap and HopHop is all about.
Right. I'm glad you
said
that.
There's plenty more to come. Plenty more to come. Like from me and a lot of other people.
Shoes, what else you got going on in 2017, man? Because this is just the beginning, bro. You just dropped the album. So what, you got a tour coming on? What's up? I mean,
your strategy definitely worked, bro.
Yeah,
it worked.
It worked on us anyway.
It worked on Under the Influence.
Yes,
so
definitely.
You got our ears, homie. So,
what's next? I've been approached a couple times this year to hop on a few tours.
Come on.
A couple of them with some pretty nice names. I can't really release anything just yet.
Right.
But
man, stop playing, bro. People don't even really fool with us like that. They don't even mess with us like that. So if you let it leak.
I hear you. That's when it's just be one time, right? It's just one time. Like,
Nah, go ahead though. You good?
But then, like a couple opportunities to tour. I'm already working on the next project, man. It's a setup for the next one all the time.
Come on.
Yeah, man. I was previously I was working on 2 albums at the same time. Anyway, Nobody Famous got done first. So the next project release will probably be sometime this summer.
You ain't playing.
No, we can't. I can't slack. I got a daughter to keep straight. So I can't let up right now. Not now. and then and then just continuing to work, man. I don't really know any other way to put it. Some things might be coming together soon, but there's an interview that I'm gonna have with Revolt coming up soon, and
what?
Nice. With Sway in the Morning coming up soon. And,
dope. Yes.
Yeah, so we'll see, man, in due time. And I'm not trying to open too many doors before it's their season, but we got some things coming, prayerfully.
So are you independent?
Yeah, I'm independent, man. I'm doing this dolo, man. Just on the love of, people who rock and support and push it.
Hey, man.
Hey, bro. That's good.
Praise
That's inspiring
God.
then, because
Bro.
we over here under the influence gonna be watching you, man, and definitely drawing some inspiration from this grind you got, because it's crazy, man. That's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna come to a close. We don't want to keep you too much longer. But another question here. HopHop. Explain that.
Yeah. You've been hashtagging
HopHop, because I know that's the label at the moment. Oh, that's in the workings.
Yeah.
And I know you're screaming it. You waving that banner. What's that?
Ultimately, I guess I'm not the person that created the wedge. Because some people are creating a wedge to me between hip hop and Christian hip hop. And
right.
Me, I'm different. I look at it like Christian hip hop is a subculture. Like it's not a culture in and of itself.
Right.
Because if we were going to say that, if we were going to say Christian hip hop is different from secular hip hop, that would mean that we would take it would have to be completely original, and I don't think that it is.
Nah,
which
can't
is
never
cool.
claim that.
It comes from the hip hop culture in general. From the fashion that we rock to the style that we choose to communicate. Our words and the graffiti and the dance moves and all that. So like it's an appreciation for what came from it, but also a respect to what it is that I'm trying to do a little bit different, and that's incorporate hope into the culture that is hip hop. I could never say hip hop is whack. I could never be that person, because if I didn't do any learning and understudying and appreciating, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. So so I consider it to be hip hop, positive version of hip hop. But that in and of itself is what I would consider it being. I don't think it's something different from hip hop. I think it's just a much more positive alternative to what's popping on the radio.
Nice.
Cool. Shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna say that everywhere, man. Hop Hop is, I'm gonna tell it everywhere I go.
It's good.
Okay. Yeah, no
That's
doubt.
good.
No doubt. I see where you're going with it.
Behind you on that one, homie.
Is there anything else? I mean, anything that's been on your heart that you would like to say? Maybe to the fans out there. Any last word? Well, before that, this is gonna. You ain't got to. If we would love it, you already know what I'm finna say, huh?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Well, you got anything you would like to spit? I mean, any verse? Something, what I'm saying? You can give us something?
Let me think of something. Yeah, I might be able to give y'all a little something. Let's see.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Let's see. All right. Back in the lab again. Back smacking the trap, yapping another jabbering. Back tackling the wax scavenging, back paddling, pat papping and crap acting. Clap clapping, if it's knack cracking, it's cat napping. Back for the static with any porta potty cats rapping and talking fly like 500,000 Africans in the Serengeti living tragic with all the savages. Maggots and broken battered skin, pray they never laugh again. It's to the master or I'm fading to the black again. Displaying the wrath for sin or portraying the path to friend. Trading the tragic end for a paradise and the passion to get it in. I'm scrapping it to the end cause I'm blood bought. I'm finna die for it, a lesson that love taught. Then I'ma ride for it, even though my one rag couldn't get my stain off of one fault. My God did it with one cross.
Now you hear it here first. So under the influence, baby. That's how he do. Hey, man.
Yo,
Thanks for.
How can people get in touch with you, man?
And thanks for blessing the show, man.
Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. You the first one to come on the show and spit something off top, like.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Where
Man.
folks find you?
People could reach out to me, man. Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, which is Jered Sanders. /Jered Sanders @Jered Sanders. That's JeredSanders. They can hit me on Facebook. It's J Sanders AUG. And they could probably, just Google me. I'm all over the place.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Nice.
man, appreciate it, bro.
Well, we appreciate you calling, man. I mean, answering the phone call, rather, man, and taking the interview, man. All love over
No
here,
doubt,
homie.
man.
Yeah, we
No
gonna push
doubt,
with
man. I
everything we need
appreciate y'all.
to.
Yeah,
For sure.
man, definitely. All right,
Appreciate y'all, brothers.
homie. Yes, sir.
Enjoy
We
your
praying
weekend,
for
bro.
you.
Likewise, man.
All right,
Peace.
peace.
What?
Under the influence. Fill up your cup, yo.
Fill up your cup, bruh. The thirst is real. Real.